up, BoobTube? Josh here today, and we're gonna work on the truck again. And I got a pretty big, well, it's a pretty big thing for me, but it's not a very big surprise. But let me get the lawnmower pushed out of the way here so that I can go and get this bad boy. So, finally got the drive shaft made for the truck. And yeah, so let me get this inside and call underneath the truck, see if it fits, and I'll bring y'all along for the ride. Man, I couldn't have timed that any better. As soon as I got done, the time lapse went out. But new drive shaft is in, measured perfectly. So now on to bigger and badder things, which is getting the fuel tank ready finally to go back in so that I can run my fuel lines and everything else. So yeah, let's switch over to that and finish getting all that stuff ready. Here we go. Alright, so to get this thing ready, well, to get that thing ready, I gotta pull the strap brackets off of this and pull the filler neck thing off. So oh, and also the front shield. I think I talked about that before. Anyways, oh! And if you don't watch all my videos, I had mentioned in one of my other videos that I'm not really impressed with this kit. So, the supply and return line fittings are pretty much set up for a hard line setup or a barbed fitting. I don't even think it's really set up for barbed fitting, just mainly hard line. So AN fittings and adapters don't fit. So you have to cut this off or cut these off in order to use AN fittings. It's the whole reason why I had the Aeromotive style of this tank ordered, but I ordered that in February and it is the middle of May now and they're still on back order. So I said F it a couple weeks ago, actually a month and a half ago or so, and went ahead and ordered this tank. Other than that, I have no complaints with the tank. It's a nice unit and it should work well for what I am doing. So let's go ahead and get started pulling the rest of the stuff off of that tank that we need and transferring it to this tank. Here we go. Alright, so this bad boy is off, and actually what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to reinstall it in the truck. That way it's where it's supposed to be, and I can reach up in there with my hand and fit the hose and everything on. That way this is correct and I can flex it around and not have to worry about trying to get this to line up with the correct orientation and then screw the hose clamps off and all that stuff. So I'm going to stab this in the truck over there, and I'll show you guys the finished product. I have to actually go walk around and find the key for this bad boy. I believe it's in the truck, but never know. So be right back. Alright, there's the tank cat mounted. It needs a new seal. That one was so dry rotted it wasn't even worth trying to stick it on there. So at some point I got to take it to the auto parts store and put a new seal on it, get that ready. But now that that's done, we can work on this bad boy some more and finish getting all the stuff off this onto that. Here we go. Well, ran into a little bit of a snag. I was hoping those were bolts and not rivets, but they're big boy rivets, and I don't have anything that's big enough to go there and that's going to survive. So I'm probably just going to reuse the straps here and put some new, I don't know, whatever you want to call the this fabric stuff on it. I've got some a cellophane roll up there that's got some sticky on of it, and I'll probably just, you know, cover the main areas because it'll be all right. This thing's not going to see a whole lot of rain, so I'm not too worried about it. So should be pretty easy to slap these on there since I'm not going to use the new straps. And plus, if I put new straps on it, and they're nice and black, I'm going to want to paint this, and then it's just a whole downward slope from there. So I'll just leave it be, and nobody's going to see it anyways. So let me go ahead and get started with this, and won't be long and we'll be throwing the tank in the truck hopefully. So here we go. Alright, so you saw me pull out the hacksaw. That's because this new tank has a lip on it right here, and the plastic little shielding doesn't fit, whereas the old tank didn't have a lip on it. So had to trim that to fit. Fits good now. So now we're to the point of sticking it underneath the truck, bolting it to the frame, and then tightening these straps, because I don't want to tighten the straps until I get the spacing between the brackets underneath the frame correct. I need to throw another hose clamp on the hose and drag the hose that I bought from LMC Truck that doesn't look like it'll fit underneath there as well, but you stick it there and it looks like it'll fit, so I don't know. I'm hoping the reach on these isn't too much, but we shall see. So I'm gonna slide this bad boy up underneath there. Before I do that, I need to figure out what I want to do with this ground. I might end up doing the same ground connector as what this one is, and run them to the same spot if there's enough, and I believe there is. I think the spot underneath there is not too far away, so we'll see on that. I might actually have to slide it underneath there to check, but anyways, yeah, so tank is pretty much ready to go in, and yeah, let me get everything set up and slide underneath there. Alright, so you saw me installing the tank thing. I think the time lapse actually cut out before I got it in, but I have discovered that both my fuel hoses that I ordered, that I paid like $30 for from LMC Truck, don't fit. I don't know if their description is not correct or whatever, but they're not long enough, so I got to figure something out on that. And then I have to install all the hoses and all of the all of the electrical stuff, all the connectors for the fuel pump before I install the tank, because you can't stick your hand up in there, and I thought there was enough room to be able to do that. But that's that. So now I'm back into a holding pattern. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do about this. Yeah. So we shall see. I'm wondering if I can order some 5/8 fuel hose, whatever the heck size this is. So, but anyways, guys, I'm gonna end the video off here. Drive shaft is in, looks mint, and fuel tank's partially in. So, still got a little ways to go. Once I get that in there, then I can run my fuel lines, and it should be easy peasy from there. But yeah, until next time, guys.